Good evening, students. Durlav, Aditi, Harita.
Good evening, sir.
How are you? Exams done?
Yes, sir.
Last exam done today?
No, sir, we still have 2 exams, sir. English and computer.
Okay. Then Friday is the last day.
Saturday, sir.
So till Saturday we are having exams.
Yes, sir.
Okay. How you done the maths exam today? Somebody told today you are having maths.
Sir, it was easy, sir.
All are MCQs?
Yes, sir.
You done online or paper based?
Paper based, sir. We went to school and books.
Okay. Shall we start probability?
Yes, sir.
Okay, sir.
In brief, probability one of the easiest topic for grade 10 level. Little bit tough you will get only in grade 12. We already discussed the basics of the probability in grade 9. Anyone can brief what is meant by probability? What is meant by probability, guys? What have you done like in grade 9? In grade 9, something you learn about probability. Now, what is its meaning? What is a general dictionary meaning of probability? A general dictionary meaning of probability.
Sir, whether we get that outcome or not.
Yeah, percentage of chances and solama. We can call like that. Is it
Yes, sir.
is it okay? Or how many chances I'm having to say okay or to say yes? Suppose if you're asking whether you can come tomorrow, 50-50 chances. What is that meant? Or maximum I can come, or maximum I may not come. That means maximum means suppose 90% chances are there, I can come. What is that meaning? If I'm taking 100 scenarios, 90 cases I will come, but only there are 10% chances I can't come. But finally, if you are not coming, that not coming will become 100%. But expectations, you can predictions, because most of the timings based on the raw data, whatever the thing happens in previous cases. Suppose one area is affected every year by cyclones. So based on the data collected from past 100 years, in which timing, which season they got the cyclone, how it is affected, what areas it is affected, where the water is stagnant, all those things they can keep it in mind, and they can construct or they can design a urban planning. They can design an urban plan in such a way, even if it is affected a big cyclone more than what they experienced in past 100 years, how to survive. Whether it will come or not, we don't know. But if it comes, how these predictions, how these plannings. Nowadays, many people are talking about artificial intelligence. The basics of the artificial intelligence will start from statistics and calculus only. Checking all the probabilities. And a machine is thinking, or even we also, when we are thinking, we will think in all, when you are taking a decision, certain places, certain times, without our knowledge, we will think in all possible ways. Our mind will gives quickly in one particular way. Sometimes we will choose a wrong decision, sometimes we will choose a right decision. So out of all probabilities, that meaning out of all probabilities means all possible ways, which is the best way. That is one option. Or whether it can happen or not, if I'm having only two things, two outcomes. Two outcomes in the sense there are two chances, whether I can come or whether I can't come. In this case, I'm having only two options. Sometimes I'm having many. So how to calculate possible of happening? I can call like this, guys. Possibility of happening is called, in general language, this is general language, is called probability.
Yes.
And this concept, not only here, in research also they will use. If I'm performing some experiments, how many times I will fail, how many times I will pass. Based on that, they can predict whether this can be useful or not. Some experiments, they have to get 98% probabilities, they will take and they will go. Even just now we are facing the pandemic situations. People are taking vaccinations, and some people are saying different news we are getting. So many rumors and news, whether it is true or false, we don't know. Some places vaccine is not working. Suddenly, one more newspaper vaccine is working. Suddenly, one will say it won't affect on Delta variant. Someone will say it is holding Delta variant. Different newses. But out of all these things, which is genuine, that we don't know. But how they are making these things, how they are giving these statements based on the data what they have. They are having some empirical formulas in higher studies. We are going to learn. If you choose a MSc Stat or BSc Statistics, then we can get actual real life of statistics. The real statistics and probability will touch only in +2. Even +1 also, we don't have any probability. We will deal only statistics in +1. So come back to our discussion. Just whatever the thing we done, a little bit more we are going to do here. It's simply understanding what is the possibility of happening in an experiment. Technically, if I want to say, if I'm doing some experiment, I have to create empirical probabilities. How much the possibility of success rate? This is only called probability. We started this concept with one simple experiment. Experiment means you are doing something. What are the outcomes? Suppose if I'm tossing a coin, this is my experiment. I can toss 1 time, I can toss 2 times, I can toss 3 times, I can toss 4 times, I can toss 5 times also. But we won't take this many of times for your level. It will come in +2. If I'm tossing same coin 3 times, 2 times, what are the probabilities? If I'm tossing a coin 1 time, what is the possible outcomes? Here, coin is an experiment, and tossing the coin is an event. In this event, these are the general technical terms we usually will use in probability. In this event, what are the possible outcomes? The possible outcomes is
Tail or a head?
it might be either tail, it might be either head. If I'm asking what is the possibility of getting the head, there are only 2 possibilities. So it is having 50-50 chances. How I can say it is 50-50 chances mathematically?
1.
How we can say? What is the formula we derived? We discussed
Number of favorable outcomes divided by total number of outcomes.
the number of favorable outcomes to number of
Total number of outcomes.
Yeah, total number of outcomes. Total number of outcomes. So from here, how many favorable outcomes? Only 1 favorable outcomes. Total is 2. So 0.5 is my probability, or 1/2 is my probability. Now, based on this, we done so many numericals. Am I right, guys?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So we can create a formula for this to understand. This can be written as probability of an event will be equal to number of tossing a coin is an experiment. Getting head is one event. Getting tail is another event. Probability of getting any one particular event of an experiment is equal to, in a different way I'm defining here, number of outcomes favorable to that event divided by number of all possible outcomes of the experiment. Same definition in a different way. Number of, why I am explaining in a different way means here we are going to discuss a little bit more number of outcomes. In 9th standard, we are discussing about only coin. Any other things you discussed in grade 9? Students?
Sir, I think we have discussed about the cards also.
In 9th standard, cards.
Yes, sir.
9th standard, yes. Cards means 52. So there are 52 possible outcomes. Minimum 1 to in many number of events you can create. Event means creating a requirement from the experiment. That is called event here in this case, in general technically. Suppose if I am having a cards, it will be easy to explain from a dice. If I am taking a die, dice is having 6 faces. 1, 2, 3. This side, if I am looking, I can see might be 4. The bottom is 5, and this side is 6. Here I can create so many event. Event 1, getting probability of getting result is 1. Event 2, probability of getting event is 2. Like this, I can create 6 events for a single number. 3, 4, 5, 6. Probability of getting even number. Probability of getting odd number. Probability of getting prime number. Probability of getting composite number. Probability of getting even prime, which is equal to same. Probability of getting a perfect square. Probability of getting. Like this, you can create a few number of events. These are all the events. Even number means 1, 2, 4, 6. So the probability is 3 by 6. Because there are 6 outcomes. Favorable outcomes are 3 here. Because we may get 1, we may get 2, we may get 3, we may get 4, 5, and 6. So here we are going to discuss different kind of events. Event is nothing but one possible outcome where I can frame. So now we are going to start a few numericals with respect to this. But we are not going to discuss only coin and dice or cards. Other than that, a little bit more we are going to discuss here. My first question, I'm going to start with a coin again. Initially, when you are solving this numerical, you have to know what are the all possible outcomes. If I am tossing a coin, if I'm tossing 2 coins, what are the possible outcomes? Who is going to explain? How many possible outcomes you can create here? Students, what are the possible outcomes? If I am tossing 2 coins at a time. Guys, please, I may get head and head. I'm tossing some 100 times. Even if I'm tossing 100 times also, 200 times also, these are the possible options. This is coin 1, this is coin 2. I may get head and head. I may get head and tail, tail and head, tail and tail. Other than this, are you having any possibilities?
No, sir.
So here total outcomes are 4. Total outcomes are 4. So within this, you can create your own events. Getting both are head. Getting both are tail. The first coin should be head, second coin should be tail. The first coin should be tail, second coin should be head. Like that you can create. Getting at least any head. Any head means there are 3 possibilities. Either coin 1, coin 2 should be head. Either coin 1, coin 2 should be tail. Like this, you can create your own events. Let's see how to. That means our important thing is what is the total possible outcomes. How to count total possible outcomes is important. Total possible outcomes. Counting total possible outcomes is very much important now onwards. For 1 coin, 1 die, it will be easy. If I'm throwing 2 dice, what are the possible outcomes? That and all we have to discuss here. So to understand these kind of questions, I'm going with one more. There is a bag and the bag was closed. Inside the bag, there is one red color ball and one blue color ball and one yellow color ball. Now, the question is, all the balls being of same size and it is not visible, it is completely covered by the bag. A person wants to take randomly one ball without looking into the bag. And the question is, what is the probability of getting yellow ball? Probability of getting red ball? And probability of getting blue ball? Please, how we can discuss?
1/3.
Identify what are the total number of possible outcomes. Here, all questions are single line answers actually. And that's the reason if it is a descriptive paper, you have to give, but here it is MCQs. So total number of possible outcomes, how much? Three. Probability of getting yellow color. How many favorable events we are
One.
having? 1. So answer is 1/3. Probability of getting red ball, 1/3, because there is only one ball inside the bag. So the probability is only 33.3%. That is 1/3. And probability of getting blue ball, this is also 1/3. This is how we can discuss this question. If we observe in an experiment, sum of all the events is always equal to 1. 1/3 plus 1/3 plus 1/3 is equal to 1. From this, we can say the sum of the probabilities of all the elementary events, sum of the probabilities of all the elementary events. The meaning of elementary event means one, there are different objects here, 3 objects here. You have to take each and every object probability individually. You should not mix getting the red or blue, red and blue like that. That we should not take. What is the probability of getting either red or blue? Then I will get a probability of 2/3, but you are taking 2 objects at a time. So if you take all elementary events, the basic events, elementary events of an experiment, is always unity is 1. Suppose if I'm taking a coin situation, if I'm taking the elementary, for one coin, there is only elementary events. If I'm taking one coin, there is only one elementary events, only getting head or getting tail. There is only 2 possible options here. Either you will get head or either you will get tail. Getting the head is 1/2, getting the tail is 1/2. If I'm adding both the things, I will get 1. So sum of all the probability events is always equal to 1. And this is, in general, this is true. We are not going to prove this statement till +2 also. We will consider the sum of all the elementary probabilities is always equal to 1 in an experiment. Now, I'm going with a die. What is the elementary events of a dice? One die, one dice I am throwing. What are the probability result you get? I'm throwing a 1 dice. I may get either 1, I may get either 2, I may get either 3, either 4, either 5, either 6. Getting the odd number, getting the even number and all is a secondary, but elementary events are getting what are the numbers is marked on the dice. These are all called elementary. There are 6 elementary probabilities. There are 6 elementary probabilities. If I'm taking what is the probability of getting 1? 1/6. Probability of getting 2? 1/6. Probability of getting 3? 1/6. Probability of getting 4? 1/6. Probability of getting 5? 1/6. Probability of getting 7? 6, 1 by 6. If I'm taking probability of getting 7, 0, because 7 is not at all a possible event. So it is a 0. If I'm adding all the probabilities of elementary events, my probability I'm getting 1. So this is also one more example where I can prove the sum of the probabilities of all possible all element sorry, all the elementary events of an experiment is always 1. Now I'm taking the same question. I'm having a die. If I'm throwing the die, a dice was thrown. Find the probability of getting the result more than 4, getting the result more equal or more than 4, equal or more than 4. Getting the number 4, getting the number less than or equal to 4, less than 4. Who is going to solve and explain this question? Students, who is going to solve this question?
Sir, dice is tossed once, sir.
Sorry?
Sir, only once the dice is tossed, sir.
Yeah, once. Thrown once.
Then 4
To hear properly.
by
Rita, check your mic, please. Any others got answers? Please, students. Aditi, Akshita, Arman, Durlav, please respond. Sanyu, Vaishnavi, you there?
Sir, for the first sum, it is 2 by 3, sir.
2 by 3, yeah. How?
2 by 6, sir, 1 by 3.
2 by 6, 1 by 3. Because more than 4 is, the possible is either you can get 5 or 6. 2 possible outcomes, total outcomes are 6. So 2 by 6. Second one answer?
3 by 6,
Equal or
sir.
3 by 6. 1 by 6.
1 by 6, sir.
Less than or equal means 4 by 6.
4 by
Less
6.
than means 3 by 6.
3 by 6.
The answer is 1 by 6 here. The answer is 1 by 2 here. The answer is 2 by 3 here. The answer is 1 by 2 here. This is how we can solve this question easily. There are the situations where it is not so easy to calculate the probability of an event, but you can able to calculate the probability of that event should not happen. How to do this question? Suppose if I'm taking a coin, this coin, if I'm tossing, either I will get tail or either I will get head. Probability of getting tail or probability of getting head, there are 2 ways I can discuss. In this particular case, the meaning of probability of getting tail is nothing but probability of getting result, probability of result should not a head, should not head. Both are same only, no? Because it is getting tail means you should not get head. So here probability of getting the tail is P of t is equal to 1 by 2, P of head will be equal to 1 by 2. If I'm adding P of tail plus P of head is equal to 1. If I'm asking what is the probability of, that means P of tail will be equal to 1 minus P of head. That means what? Probability of getting tail will be equal to 1 minus probability of head. This can be written as probability of an event should not occur is equal to 1 minus probability of same event will occur. So P of t can be written as P of h bar, or P of h can be written as P of t bar. So getting or probability of an event should occur, probability of the same event should not occur. This is a symbol for the probability of an event should not occur. So this is called complement of the event. Suppose P of E represents what is the probability of occurring an event E. P of E bar means what is the probability of an event should not occur. That is nothing but complement of E. So a probability of an event E, probability of an event E plus and its complement is always 1. Because if I'm saying there are 40% of chances will happen means remaining 60% will not happen. If I'm adding percentage of chances will happen, percentage of chances will not happen, it will be always 100%. So complement of an event is always equal to 1. Probability of an event will not occur will be always equal to 1 minus probability of an event will occur, or probability of an event, if I am unable to calculate, we can calculate when what is the probability that event should not happen, 1 minus that value. The probability of an event can be determined as 1 minus of complement of its probability. This is one of the easiest way with the coin we can explain. Suppose if I am asking you what is the probability of getting after throwing a die is 4, it is 1 by 6. What is the probability of an event will not get 4? That means will not get 4 means you should not get 4 means you may get 5, 6, 1, 2, 3. So 5 by 6. In that case, probability of getting 4 will be equal to 1 minus probability of not getting 4, 1 minus 5 by 6. This is 1 by 6. Even if you calculate straight away, you will get 1 by 6. With the complement concept also, if you calculate, you will get 1 by 6. So this is a use of the complement concept. The complement concept will be useful wherever you are having more number of events, and it was not so easy to calculate a probability of an event, how many times will occur or will not occur. But if I know the complement is less number of cases, then it will be easy to use the complement concept instead of using straight formula. Hope you are clear what is the meaning of complement concept in probability. Is it clear, guys? Students?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Impossible event. What is the meaning of impossible event? What is the meaning of impossible?
Sir, that cannot take place.
So, probability of an impossible event in an experiment is 0, because number of favorable event is 0, total number of events is n, so it is always 0. Example is, if a die is thrown, find the probability of getting the number on the dice is 7. It's an impossible event. So what is the answer? 0 by 6. The answer is 0. So we can say the probability of getting an impossible event is always 0. The probability of getting an impossible event is always 0. Now, what is the meaning of sure shot in general language, students? Sure shot. Impossible event, sure event, certain event. What is the meaning of sure? That means it will happen compulsory. So probability of sure event is always 1. That means the event itself is saying it is 100% will happen. Impossible event is 0. And certain event is always, if it is a certain event, the probability is always lying between 1. The probability always lying between 1. Anyone can say why the probability of any event will not be greater than 1? How we can say? How we can say the probability of an event is not greater than 1? What is the meaning of probability is greater than 1, students? What is the probability of an event is greater than 1? Who is going to explain that statement? Harita, are you there? Came back? Vaishnavi?
Yes, sir. 1.
What is meant by probability of an event is greater than 1? Is it possible or not? How we can say it is not possible? How we can say it is possible? Probability of an event is greater than 1, and whether it is possible or not. Please guys, please go through and let me know whether it is possible or not. Check, think over it. Generally think over it. What is the mean? What is meant by greater than 1? Getting a head greater than 1. Is it possible? Getting a tile greater than 1.
No,
Getting
sir.
why? The answer is
Because if the total number of outcome is supposed to, then it can be either 2 or less than 2. So it cannot be.
of events by total number of events. Possible events. It is always, this is always less than the total number of events, less than or equal to total number of events. Number of possible events is always less than or equal to number of total number of events. If I am saying it is greater than 1, that means your number of possible events is always greater than total number of events. If I am having 52 cards, that means I may get 53 numbers. How it is possible? I am having the cards which is numbered from 1 to 50, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and to 50. If I am asking, there is a possibility of getting 53 number also. It is not possible. Your requirement, your event is out of the possibility. Out of the possibility means which is not practical, possible. So this is the reason if I'm having either head or tail, but you are saying we are having third event also there. But third event is not at all possible for a coin. I'm having a die is 6. You are saying possibility of getting 7 is also possible. Getting 7 is also possible. That is also is not possible. So this is how we can discuss the possibility of any event should not be greater than 1, because if it is greater than 1 means that means the possibility of occurring that number is greater than total number of events, which is not possible. Can you explain the how the card system will be there? Playing cards. Playing cards. Can you explain the design of the playing cards? There are 2 colors, red color. Total number of cards is how much?
52, sir.
Well shuffled pack. 52. The 52 cards will be divided into 2 colors. Red is 26. Black is 26. Again, red is split into 2 symbols. What are the 2 symbols?
Diamond and heart, sir.
No diamond. Spade and sorry. This is diamond and heart.
Heart, sir.
And this will be spade and flower or flower. So again, each symbol is marked with ace 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, J,
In,
Q, K. Like this. Correct?
yes, sir.
From here, you can create a lot of possibilities, lot of events you can create, If I am specifying here, red is one property of the card, symbol is another property of the card, number is another property of the card. If I am mixing 3, I will get only 1 card. If I am taking 2, I may get only 2 cards. If I am taking only 1, I will get 13 cards. Probability of getting red, probability of getting number 1 or A, 4 cards are there out of a well shuffled pack. Probability of getting heart symbol, 13 possibilities is there. You have to keep it in mind, the small data, to understand the card numericals. Now I am giving one question with respect to playing cards. One card is drawn from a well shuffled pack. One card is drawn from a well shuffled pack. Shuffled deck of 52 cards. Calculate probability of that card will be an ace. Second will be not an ace, not be an ace. How to do this question? Probability of getting an ace. How many ace cards will be there in a well shuffled pack? 4. So probability of getting an ace is equal to 4 by 52. That is 1 by 13. Probability of not getting an ace is 1 minus 1 by 13. Like this I can do. This will be 12 by 13. Check whether I am getting same answer or not. If I am counting the cards. How many cards are there? Total 52. Total number of cards are 52. Total number of ace cards are 4. So total number of cards without ace 48.
48.
So probability of not getting ace is equal to 48 by 52, which is equal to 12 by 13. Like this also you can do. But instead of doing all these things, using the complementary concept, not be an ace. That means 1 minus probability of getting an ace. This is 1 minus probability of getting an ace is probability of not getting an ace using the concept of complementary. So this is how I can do questions easily with the help of complementary. This is a use of the complementary concept. Shall we go for some numericals in textbook?
Yes.
Straight away. Yeah. So Writing all the events is known as sample space. Writing all possible events, listing out all possible events is known as sample space. First, tossing a coin. The sample space is head, comma, tail. Throwing a die. The sample space is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and so on. Some other also. Elementary sample space. Throwing 2 dice. I will get 1, 1, I will get 1, 2 is possible, 1, 3 is possible, 1, 4 is possible, 1, 5. The first die is 1, the next die with all 6 possibilities. Like this, second die is 2, and third die is second 3, 1, 4, 1, 5, 1, 6, 1. I can write like this up to 6, 6. What is the total number of events can be possible? Total number of elementary events can be possible if I am throwing 2 dice. It is 36. So there are many questions can be framed if I am throwing 2 dice. So this is a sample space of throwing a 2 dice. This will be 2, 2, 2, 3, 2, 4, 2, 5, 2, 6. So this will be 3, 6. 4, 6, 5, 6. This is 3, 5, 4, 5, 5, 5, 6, 5. Like this, you can list out all the possible events if I am throwing 2 dice. With the help of this, how to complete our exercise? Exercise is big. There will be only one exercise. Now we are going to do how many numericals we can able to do today. We'll complete it. Just a minute, guys. I'm messing with all the folders. Please start doing this exercise. What is the answer for first one? First 5 questions. Just take 2 minutes time. We'll take some water and I will be back. Please complete the first question. Fill in the blanks. What is the answer for first one? According to the complementary concept, my answer is 1. How many people say yes? How many people say no?
Yes, sir, it is 1, sir.
What is the second question answer?
For 0 and impossible even.
Even can't happen is 0, and this is called impossible.
Impossible.
Third one.
one and
Sir,
certain
one,
event,
sir,
sir.
and sure event.
Sure event. Next one.
One, sir.
The probability of even is greater than or equal to dash and less than or equal to.
0 and 1.
Which of the following experiments have equally likely outcomes? What is the meaning of equally likely outcomes? We missed. Equally likely outcomes means if I'm taking a dice, what are the numbers equally likely outcomes? The meaning is simply I will explain the meaning of equally likely outcomes. I'm having a coin tossing. I'm getting head, getting the head. Probability of it is 1/2. Either I will get a tie. And these events are called equally likely outcomes. What is the probability of getting this one event? The remaining event also having the same probability. Suppose if I'm having the dice 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These 6 events are called. These 6 events are called equally likely outcomes. Why? Because the probability of getting one, the same probability will have for 2 also, same probability will have for 3 also, same probability will have for 4 also, 5 also, and 6 also. So this is known as equally likely outcomes. With the help of this discussion, can you answer these questions? A driver attempts to start a car. The car starts or does not start, whether it is equally outcome or not equally outcomes. What are the probabilities if you are trying to start a car? Your experiment is starting a car. What will happen if you are doing that experiment?
Sir, it will either start or it will not start.
So probability of getting start is 1/2. Probability of getting not to start is 1/2. So it is equally outcomes. Player attempt to shoot a basketball. He or she shoots or misses the shot.
Sir, same sir, here also 1/2, 1/2.
Equally likely outcomes. A trial is made to answer the true or false question. The answer is?
Sir, it will be only right, or if it will be wrong, sir, so that is not a likely.
Fourth question. What is the answer for fourth question?
Sir, it is also likely, sir.
It is also, as per our knowledge, we have to consider as equally likely outcomes. Because we are having a idea of, sir, there are the people in the universe, transgenders. Transgenders are actually not by birth, they are not like that. So they are either baby boy or baby girl when they born. So we should not remember those things when we are trying to answer this question. When they are birth, we can't say they are transgender. When they're growing only, we can able to say whether either not a boy or girl. That is depends upon after growing only. So by birth we can't say. Is it clear, guys? What I'm saying? Why transgender concept I am not considering in this case?
Yes,
Is it clear? Yeah. So question number 3, answer. Guys, hold this question. I will explain later. Yeah, the 4 questions. Question number 3, please.
sir, it can be a head or a tail, sir.
Sorry.
Sir,
Why?
it can be a head or a tail. Sir, because it has equal.
Why is the tossing a coin considered to be a fair way of deciding which team should get the ball at beginning of a football? So there are only two ways, whether one team should start or other team should start. Only coin is having two possible outcomes. If I'm throwing a dice, there are 6 possible outcomes. Coin means there are two teams, two possible outcomes. I can say like that, madam.
Yes, sir. 50-50.
So where it is having a 50-50 probability, 0.5 probability. So which of the following can't be probability of an event?
Minus.
That is only the not possibility, correct?
Yes, sir.
Any other? Fourth question. This is only not possible. This is possible. 2 by 3 less than 1. 15% means 0.15. That is also possible. 0.7 is also possible. What is the fifth question answer? P of E is 0.05. He is asking P of complement of E. 1 minus P of E. So automatically 1 minus 0.05. The answer is 99.05. Correct? 99.95. The answer is 0.995. Sorry, guys. 1 minus 0.05. 0.9.
0.95.
0.95. Sixth question answer. A bag contains lemon flavored candies only. Malini takes out one candy without looking into the bag. What is the probability of she taking out? It's a sure event now. Orange flavor.
0.
Zero.
Impossible.
Lemon flavor. So this is impossible event. This is sure event. Why this is sure event? It is the bag contain only lemon flavored. So how many ways you try, you will get always lemon only. So this is getting the lemon flavor is sure event. Any other colored flavor is impossible event. Next. Please, what is the answer for the next one? It is given that in a group of 3 students, the probability of 2 students not having the same birthday is 0.992. What is the probability of the 2 students have the same birthday? How I can use
0.008.
the probability is only 1 minus 0.992 is 0.008. A bag contains 3 red balls, 5 black balls. A ball is drawn random from the bag. What is the probability of ball drawn? Red color. 3 by 8. Not red. 1 minus 3 by 8, which is equal to 5 by 8. Not red means getting black. Black is 5 by 8, or not red means complementary of red. So 1 minus 3 by 8. Anyway, you will get the same answer. Ninth question, please, students. What is the answer for ninth question? Probability of getting red color. Box contain 5 red, 8 white, 4 green.
5 by 7.
5 by
17. Sir.
this is 5 by 17. Getting white 0. Correct? Sorry, 8 by 17. This is white is 8. Not green. Not green means 1 minus 4 by 17 or 5 plus 8 by 17. 1 minus 4 by 17 is nothing but 17 minus 4, 13 by 8, 17. 5 plus 8 is also 13 by 17. This is the concept I used complementary. Here I just calculated by counting. Not green means it may be red or white, getting either red or white. So that is 5 plus 8 by 17. So this is 5 by 17, 8 by 17, 13 by 17 is the answers for this question. So rest of the questions we will do in next class. Please try to solve. There are 25 questions. The subparts of so many. We will complete the rest of the questions in next class. After this chapter, we will start what? What we can start? Student, trigonometry, or we will complete areas and final we will go for trigonometry.
Okay.
Yeah. We'll meet in next class. Bye.
Thank you, sir. Bye.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.